Next we have IVE with Either Way. IVE, I think, obviously since they debuted 2 years ago, have had a really, I think, good run. I mean, I think this is their second year because they did in 2021. They've had a really good run, great songs. Interesting choice with this one because it's obviously a different vibe. It's more mellow, it's more of a vibe, it's slower, it tries to have more of a meaning, it's more dramatic. And I really like how they did it, honestly. I think it came off well. I've seen some comments saying, oh, like, every verse really signifies a member. I don't necessarily agree with it completely. I definitely agree that the overall sentiment for idols, and I think for a lot of them, is the ones the lyrics describe, which, again, I forgot to say, the lyrics are actually interesting and good. The chorus is fun. It's a actually enjoyable listen. Because the song is simple in its way, it's actually a very light listen, even though the lyrics are heavy, so you can actually enjoy listening to the songs a lot of the times. Really liked it. I mean, I thought I needed a change of pace, and I think doing it with this song was the right choice overall. Again, it doesn't necessarily always work with every company when they tried it, but at least give them credit. They've done it. I think they've done it in a good enough that I think it makes me interested to see what they can do outside of their classic concept. It got them really a lot of success since debut, really. Next we have Kepler with Galileo. Simple song. I mean, it's decent. Don't really have strong feelings about this one, either positive or negative. I think it's a decent Kepler song. I think that's kind of the problem with Kepler. I think when you normally do this type of groups that are supposed to like be a combination of certain amount of members and really push them to a certain level of success, you always want that group to really stand out and to have something about them that really makes them unique. I don't think Kepler has really been able to do that, I think. And to be fair, I don't think from those type of survival shows, a lot of them, like more recent groups, have been able to do that. Overall, the song is fun, it's cute, it's simple, but I've heard better from them. I've heard better from other groups that have tried the same style, so I'm kind of tired to hear this style. I wish they did something different. Change it. Actually, I want them to do more of a cool concept. Maybe it will give them a more fresher and sound and look. Who knows? Next we want us with Baila Conmigo. They've tried pretty much, and I think that's somewhat smart, to give a twist to their classic style, so to bring a Latin element to their song in the chorus. I think it's good. I don't think they've done it in a bad taste or in an obnoxious way. Want Us has their style. They're kind of like Monsta X in that sense, where they have their music, they come back, they do that, and I don't think necessarily as interesting as Monsta X, specifically during their prime. To be fair, Want Us had a really good 2020 and 2021, if I'm not mistaken. So it's fine if those years are not as good as now, but sorry, these years are not as good as then, but still the songs are solid, I think, that they've released, and this one is another example of it. You know, it's hard to do this type of fusion and do it well without necessarily falling too much into generic sounds, and I think they've done that pretty well in here, honestly. Next we have a rock song by Rolling Quartz with Fearless. Pretty sure this is a K-rock group, I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it is. They bring a very cool energy, kind of like more modern, like rock approach. There's obviously J-rock influences, there's pop rock influences, punk rock influences, pop punk influences, my bad. They've done a pretty good job at it, honestly. The song hits hard, the vocalist is really good. The instrumentals are a fun listen. Honestly, it's a fun listen overall. You know, I've criticized a lot K-rock since I've been active on my channel, and the prior ones, which was active since 2020, if I'm not mistaken, where, you know, 2021 maybe, don't remember, but it's been years ago at this point. This is one where I've been more consistent on, definitely, but you know, I think they've done a decent job at it. You know, specifically, I think the rock genre in Korea has gotten a little bit better. More underground artists, more variety at the top. Also, the fact that companies are willing to debut rock groups, I think is pretty cool. For the longest time, they've avoided that. So yeah, I mean, I like it. And I think if you like that type of J-rock, pop-punkish style of music, you'll like this one as well. Next we have Billy with Bring Your Own Best Friend, which is BYOUB, I think, something like that. Overall, I like it. I think it's a different vibe. Simple, definitely has a very 2010-ish vibe to it, and I enjoy it. Good vocals. The chorus is actually, I think, okay. I don't think it's the strongest part of the song at all, but the more vaporwave aspect of the song, There's a nostalgic element to it. Feel good vibe. There's a lot of feels good vibes on it. I really enjoy it. I mean, Billy again, not only impresses, but I think for me the most important thing in the genre is being consistent, and the fact that they have been consistent all these years. I think it's a testament to their greatness and their company, because their company have done pretty much every single step of the way they read in the correct decisions. Where a lot of other groups, I think, and a lot of other companies would have either stick too much to one style, or they would have oversaturated the market with one thing only. So, or even in the formulaic sense, where certain groups like to do the same thing over and over again in terms of like the way they approach a song. Billy doesn't do that, so that already makes him something that I really look forward every time I listen to, every album, every EP, because it's an experience. You're gonna get something different every single time, and that makes him one of the best groups of their generation, easily. Next we have Evan with Trouble. Now I don't know if this is a debuting group, pretty sure because I've never heard of them before. Solid banger, I would say. All production is really fun. Rapping sections work. The chorus hits hard. I think they've done a decent job, honestly. I'm pretty sure this is their debut. I could be wrong, guys. Yes, people in the comments are saying this is a debut. They're a jellyfish group, apparently. So yeah, they're called Evening's Newest Etoile. Okay. Evan. Cool. Interesting group. Hopefully, Jellyfish keeps them around. And they seem to be pretty strong individually as well, which is not very common, I think, for a debuting group. So let's see where it goes. Next, we have PM1 Harmony with More Than Words. This is a classic B-side, like, a vlog-ish type of song. These songs are very, very popular, obviously, at concerts. I'm pretty sure these are always fun because you can sing them with your favorite idols, favorite groups, favorite singers, and whatnot. It's a simple B-side. No, it's okay. About the song, I don't care, honestly. But, these type of videos are always cool. I wish groups actually did this more. I don't want to say FX was the first one to do the video like this, but I'm pretty sure they probably were. Out of the modern era, doing it like a phone or like a GoPro or something. Even though they did that video in the backstage of a concert they were doing, I think in Indonesia, I think, or the Philippines, whenever they were, or Thailand. I don't remember. It was somewhere in Asia, I think. And they did it was All of Mine, I think. I'm pretty sure there was there's We Like to Party, but We Like to Party also has an element of like I don't remember if there's actual like a real shooting like style of music videos, or if it's just cameras. I think it's the second one, so that one. But All of Mine, I think, comes a little bit earlier. I think I could be wrong though. Still enjoyable track, and again, it's a solid beat track, I think. Next we have Jungkook featuring Jack Harlow with 3D. I like this way more than 7. Not necessarily because I think the lyrics are better, but the vocals are better, and I think there's still that autotune that I hate on his voice. But the song flows better, the production is better. I love the more R&B element of the song. I think Jack Harlow does a decent feature as well. Interesting how Jack Harlow and him are on the same in the video, but Lato and him weren't. Whatever. Still, I think the song is good. I think this is the type of stuff I want to hear more Jungkook on, instead of that gimmicky 7 type of songs where I think he's not that good. I think that's just not his music, and I think in a certain way you're just gonna waste his talents doing these average ass songs where at least here, even though these songs are not like super spectacular or super original in any way, at least I think it fits them. They fit these type of songs fit him better. So want to see more of these in the future from our boy Jungkook, obviously. Next we have XG with Puppet Show. This is a very, very interesting song because it has all these like tempo switches throughout the songs that are very interesting. This drum that kind of gives you like the different kind of what do you call it in English, like cuts the song in different parts, so in all the different sections. I like how aggressive it is. It's very weird. The chorus is very weird. Definitely a very club-ish song, but it fits XG aesthetics well. The English lyrics are fine. There's a little bit of rapping, if I'm not mistaken. I've heard this song only 3 times, 2 times actually, but I think there is a little bit of rapping in here. Yeah, again, the problem for me with XG, if I have really a critique, is the formula. They always start with the same member. They always have the first one rapping, then they have the other one rapping, they have the chorus, and they have this one, and then change it a little bit. take a little bit of risks like you were doing when you did the ciphers and prior to debuting and you had them like really doing interesting shit. Do that a little bit. Don't get scared and go too much formulaic. Simon, I think, is the name of their producer, because you risk, I think, making the group a little bit, I think, predictable, where I can go into a song and predict every single aspect of the song. I don't want to do that. I want to be like a girl gang or stuff like that, where left and right, where I don't know where the song is going every time, but at least I'm interested, right? And I like actually in the song specifically how the girls go back and forth. If you're gonna have them rapping, if you're gonna have them like swag on you, at least have them swag on us and rebuttal with one another. That's really cool. Or do it the classic hip-hop way, where I have a verse, you have a verse, and then there's the chorus. You can do that as well. Vocals here are fine, but the rappings are outshine the rest of the group, I think, almost every time, because they're that good. It's just the way it is. Next, we have Ready featuring Lil Cherry and Gold Buddha with Take Back. Really, really fun song. The beat hits hard. Lil Cherry has a good verse finally. Gold Buddha does a decent feature. Ready as always kills it. Don't know why he doesn't have as many comebacks as he should. But yeah, this song is fucking hard. It's one of the hardest hip hop songs I've heard in a while from Korea. Really. Next we have B.I. featuring James Reid with four letters. Honestly, this song is a little bit generic. I had better expectations for B.I. I thought he could do a little bit of something more interesting. He didn't, which really saddens me, I would say, because I wish he did something different. Again, you work with a different artist. Maybe you haven't ever worked with him before, so different cultures. You maybe want to keep it more standard. I get it, but I wish he did a little bit something different, because vocally I don't think these songs really help B.I. really shine in any way. He's never been an amazing singer, and put on these productions where you really have to carry with your voice, I think it's very, very hard for him. James Reid was fine. Last but not least, we have Mark Twain with Your Word. Honestly, this is one of my favorite Mark songs he has released, because I really like the production, very hip-hop-ish, fused with pop. Mark finally sounds, I think, more on the comfortable sides of things. He's doing what he really wants. The lyrics really seem like that's the case. Wish this song was more supported, obviously, but again, it's K-pop fans. They'll tell you that they support everyone equally when a group leaves a big company, and then they really don't. But yeah, Mark has grown a lot artistically this year and a half. You can really tell from last year to now, he has grown a lot. He's more confident. He understands what productions really fit him artistically, and is able, I think, to always carry, at the end of the day, a very solid performance with a very solid song. So this is the definition of a good song, a good 7 out of 10. If I put that in my place, would I hate it? No, I like it, and I wouldn't mind listening to it. So Mark, I think, did a good job. And this is it for the last week of September. You said really, really important comebacks, almost all of them. Was there anybody that would consider maybe Ready if you don't really care about hip hop? But everything else, and Fearless, because I saw Rolling Quartz, because I suspect most people don't know, but I was good, Kepler was decent, One Us was fine, Billy was really good, Evan was a pretty good debut in my opinion, P1 Harmony was a solid B-side, 3D by Jungkook, enjoyable, Puppet Show was very fun, and Mark Twain, I think, released a good song. So again, really good week and I think a pretty good month, and to give a string from August, where June and July, even looking back after these months passed, it's, I think, for me at least, up and down. Very, very enjoyable month. Next week, you're gonna get the best and the worst KO albums of September and August combined. I'm listening to the September albums now. I'm almost done. I still have like a couple to listen to, a couple of EPs. And that's it, really. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. I've been uploading a lot of videos, I know, but again, follow me on my socials in the description below, twitter.com/talks_Kpop, or just search Kpop Talks. You're gonna find me. I have a picture of a guy wearing a hat in black and black and white, where I'm gonna tweet sometimes if I remember about news, about what I think about music and stuff like that. I have to do that more because Twitter interactions are important as well to grow your shit, but I always forget. I'm not really a social guy. Even though I use socials a lot, I don't really use them myself as much as I should. Having said that, again, if you liked, leave a comment, share, subscribe, do whatever you need to do if you like it, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.